So professional skills and high quality deliveries. This was one of the pillars that we talked about, and possibly one of the most important ones, because this is what gives you the background and the ability to do more complex work, to provide even more bespoke services to buyers and clients, and improve your standing in the marketplace. One of the tips that we talk about is the fact that you need to QA your work. And this may include reviewing and refining your work at multiple stages before delivering the final product. It may mean always asking yourself regularly, is this what the client has asked for? Am I delivering what I set expectations for? And this can be anywhere between delivering something small like a logo or an icon, and it can be the same as for something big like a mobile app, for example. Always ask yourself, depending on your field, what you need to do to check yourself, whether it's testing the application a few more times before you deliver it, or going over the buyer brief and seeing maybe he asked for things and you didn't pay attention to it. Maybe he asked for layers being sent to him, and at the moment you don't have layers in what you've been delivering. So it's always good to ask yourself those questions and ensuring that the work you deliver is the highest quality work that you can deliver within the scope and the price, obviously. Secondly, and as I said before, this is a part of a very long list. This is a few of a very long list of tips that we will share with everyone later. A second tip is to showcase your technical proficiency. This means utilizing all of the resources, tools, and softwares that are high quality to enhance the quality of your work. That especially pertains to if you use templates, for example. Ensure that they are customized and edited enough to meet client needs, and also showcasing that you understand your domain's professional principles. If it's a program to, create animated videos, for example, ensure that you think about the principles of animation. If you are using AI, ensure that you understand how it works, understand how to prompt it, think about how to edit it properly later to meet client needs and not just give the result. If you are providing any written content, use whatever tools you can to ensure that there are no spelling mistakes, nothing is being formatted wrong, etc. This definitely will help you not only appear higher quality in our eyes, but also obviously have clients be much more satisfied as they're getting work that is being customized to their needs and also show those deep principles knowledge. The second pillar that we talked about is service. How do you communicate with sellers? But it's not only about the communication experience. One of the most important things is to set expectations ahead of time, as the order experience really starts even before a single message has been sent sometimes. It can start with the buyer looking at your gig. It can start with a buyer reading your FAQ or your gig requirements. So it's why it's really, really important to firstly think about what kind of questions a client may ask you and write it in your FAQs. To ensure that it will be covered. Maybe if you had some also poor experiences with clients in the past, maybe go over them and see, are there any things that if I answered this client ahead of time would have made this experience better? And ensure that you utilize it, so then whenever a client buys a gig from you or writes you for a custom order, that they will already come prepared with all of the information they need to ensure that your order experience is smooth. This also pertains to gig requirements. They need to be easy to understand, right? Not every client would be savvy enough to necessarily understand everything around the service you do. So that it doesn't to be easy to understand, but it also needs to be detailed enough to ensure that the information you get is most of the information you need to start working immediately, right? We don't want to waste time asking for really short or really hard to understand gig requirements and have the first big chunk of the order experience be the kind of Q&A or back and forth, and you only get to start the order a week later, etc. So I think those two are really important to think about, as this will also help you set expectations, and also at the end of the day protect you, because you tell the buyer, this is what I do. This is the framework within I work that I work within. So I think it's really important. And that's on the other side of the order, follow up after delivery. Once an order is completed, once you finish the project, make sure to follow up. Ask questions about how it's working, if anything is, if there are any issues, do the customers need anything from you? Are they satisfied with the work? This will definitely help them feel like they are cared for, like you care about what you've delivered, and would also ensure that they feel supported by you, and would be able to trust you, potentially also with a following order. When it comes to professional profile and gigs, I guess everything kind of repeats itself. You need to keep your gigs updated. QA your gig, ensure that everything is being answered, ensure that your FAQs and gig requirements work, ensure that you offer prices that accurately represent the value of your work. Obviously, you have different packages, but make sure that they are all laid out properly, that you offer the right things, that you set your gigs in a way that are very, very professional, and answer any possible questions that a client might have, like who are you, why they should buy from you, what are the services that you offer, any additional information, like what is your experience, where do you come from professionally, etc. This will definitely help, and this also pertains to your profile and the way you set up your profile. As we mentioned before in the pillars, also show your professional capabilities. Use key features like intro videos, portfolios, top clients. Intro videos, for example, has become available for more levels. And I believe that portfolio is available to everyone now. Definitely use it to showcase your professional capabilities, make connections, and this also pertains to the service point, the second one. Make connections before the client approaches you, right? An intro video, a portfolio can be really good ways of making sure that the client knows who you are and therefore trusts you even before they send you the first message. Part of how the gigs should be built, and this is also another point, is ensure that you offer services that are unique enough in each gig. So each gig should represent a different service you offer and not basically duplicate the same service in multiple gigs to look different. I think this is also another important thing. Ensure that a client that comes in understands what they can get from you, what are your set of services, and this will make it much easier to trust you. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm telling you tips. I'm gonna say some things to you about what we wrote in our articles. And I thought to myself, wait, we have amazing top-rated freelancers on the platform who can also provide tips, because they've been working as a top-rated, as a freelancer for a long time. They know the ins and outs of doing complex work and providing amazing quality deliverables and exceed expectations. And so I thought, what might be better than giving them also the stage of providing you the information. And I was really, really happily surprised to see that it's actually really well aligning. For example, Sami and Chris, there are amazing top-rated freelancers. They're also pro freelancers, experts. And the first thing they mention is the fact that you need to think about communication. It's vital to ask questions and provide detailed explanations of the services offered before initiating the order. This way you are safe and the client is assured of what they will get in return. Same in Chris, if you're here, amazing tip. And this is that I said, like, the order begins even before the order begins, in a way, right? It's all about asking the right questions, all about also ensuring that the client understands what your limits are and what you actually offer in your scope of service. Their second tip, and I also really connect to it, is be kind. I guess that's an obvious, but that's always something to keep in mind. Be kind, be polite, listen and accommodate. As I said, also, not everyone is on your level of education and experience, and that's why they come to you for help. So this really aligns with also what I said about not everyone being savvy, right? Sometimes you need to explain a bit more. Sometimes you need to hold their hand a little bit. And that's great. That provides them with trust that you can actually professionally accomplish what they ask you to do. And the last tip, and those are all direct quotes from Sami and Chris. I didn't change anything. Talks about speed, which is also a really important factor. This is a fast-paced business. Everyone is busy in the end of the day, right? Any client would want things as soon as possible. So wherever you can cut around to answer more quickly and deliver more quickly, you end up winning because they get what they want faster. Obviously, this shouldn't come at the price of, lowering your quality or dropping any of the other criteria. But definitely think about how you can both provide and exceed expectations and provide whatever the client asks for, but do it at a higher speed. We also had some tips from Nina, who is also a top-rated freelancer and also a pro seller. And she also had some amazing tips, like staying proactive and reaching out to clients even after completion of orders. And this also repeats exactly verbatim almost what I said, right? Follow up, ask questions, and this will help also increase the likelihood of them returning and also giving you higher reviews later down the line. Consistently deliver high quality work. That's definitely, me and Nina agree here. It helps build a strong reputation on Fiverr. Pay attention to detail and strive to exceed their expectations. And lastly, communication is essential, especially if it's done effectively. Respond promptly to messages, address any concerns or inquiries your client may have, and I uphold a high level of professionalism from start to finish. And as I said before, start can be anywhere from the way you set up your gigs, and finish can be anywhere, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month after you delivered your order, and maybe follow up with a client and asking some questions about if it's still good, if it's still working, if they have any feedback, if there is any way you can help, etc. So this is why I was really happy to read those quotes and comments from sellers, because it really does exemplify what we are looking for in sellers as well. Lastly, we have Satu, who is, I think, one of our fastest sellers to become top rated. I think she joined, Satu, I don't know if you're here, so hi to you as well, in case you're here. And she joined, I believe, a year and 4 months ago, and she became top rated in December, which is like a bit after a year of her being on the platform. And so I was really impressed with how she advanced really quickly, and I was asking her also how did she advance and what helped her advance in Fiverr and become top rated. So one of the first things that she said was that you need to understand your potential clients' problems that they want to fix and have some answers and solutions ready for them, and that will help you appear more professional and establish a trust with the client. This was also part of having a deep understanding of your industry, because you don't know what might be potential problems or what might be potential answers if you don't have a deep knowledge in your industry or in the principles of your domain. So definitely, whatever your skill set is, from voice artist to affiliate marketer, etc. Always ensure that you understand anything that can happen in an order and how you can provide the best professional solutions to any client who needs it. And that also aligns with that you need to offer top quality deliveries and a smooth process for the client. This kind of repeats also what Nina and Sami and Chris said. And her priority, and that's quite correct, is to make sure that the deliveries and the clients being happy is everything. And the clients don't mind going through a revisions process. She says it's part of her experience that the clients don't mind a revision process as long as you show a genuine willingness to keep working on the project to make sure it's up to date and up to the expected standards. And lastly, what she says that she found helpful is when communicating and justifying her prices to clients, to whenever you name your price, also send a list of everything that is included in the price. Explain to clients why you price your services that way, and they will also reward you with more trust. So I think that brings us to the end and to the big question: what does it mean to be top rated? So if I could summarize, the journey to and the maintenance of top rated status is encapsulated in your commitment to sellers, to excellence, client satisfaction, and continuous growth. And it's not about really reaching a level at the end of the day. Top rated is about embodying our gold standard for excellence in every project, every communication, and every professional interaction you have on our platform. It means that being on a top rated is not a level, it's a mindset at the end of the day. And if you have a top rated mindset from the get-go, whether you are level 1, just started, whether you are level 2, that can be the best thing for you and the best tool for you really to become top rated later and to exemplify those standards. So thank you, everyone. We can start with